Welcome into Game Night. I'm Tiger Munn, and we are here today on this Sunday, and we're talking baseball, we're talking soccer, we're talking football, of course, as training camp is just a little bit away. The Nationals making trade moves, and DC United getting some big wins and big moments. How are you doing today, folks? It's just me today, so we are going to have a good time, and we're going to start off with talking about the Nationals. Like I said, they're making big moves, and one of those moves is trading Curtis Mead for Jack Connerly, a pitcher from Boston. And yeah, it's funny. I ran Jake and Alex talking about Connerly early. I'm so sorry, Connerly early. We talked about potentially if the Nationals are going to make a move, and we're seeing it right now. The Nationals making a move, a big one at that. So I'm assuming they making this move for a pitching depth. Of course, they not really the best department for the Nationals. I'm sure a lot of National fans have just seen that, other than Foster Griffin and time to time some other guys. There's not really much consistency at the pitching spot, so I guess they're trying to get more depth in that. That way they can move on with the season. And Curtis Mead, he was having a pretty good year. Batting 254. I think he had around like 17, something like that, home runs. Close to 50 RBIs. He played very, very well for the Nationals, and one thing they mentioned the Nationals was his trade value going up as the season went on. So Curtis Mead getting shipped out over to Boston, no pun intended, and Connell Early, left-hand pitcher from Boston, coming over to the Nationals as he's a young pitcher as well, only his first couple seasons into the MLB. Last season, he posted a 2.44 ERA, and this season it's around 3.44 with 93 strikeouts and just about over 91 innings pitched as well. So, yeah, Nationals. Big move, and we'll see what the team continues to do. But in more news in Nationals land, C.J. Abrams breaking records. He is now, after today's game against the Diamondbacks, he is now the all-time leading home run hitter as a shortstop in a Nationals jersey. A little bit of a tongue twister right there, but the Nationals getting more and more value out of C.J. Abrams, and it's going to be even more interesting to see if they are going to move Abrams. I mean, all-star starter. I don't really know if he's still on the block for them. I mean, at this point, you have to consider he's one of the top performers on the team, so it's hard to believe that they would want to try to move him at this point. I mean, he's still young. He has a lot of talent, and I feel like he's really moved on from the trials that he had last season against Blake Butera. Is just good with talking with Abrams because he's locked in this year. He's having an amazing season, and yeah, he's breaking records for the Nationals. I think someone said he might have more home runs than Juan Soto or something like that, and more hits than him. Something like that, but it just shows you how long it's been since the Soto years and since the championship. But Abrams playing lights out baseball for the Nationals, along with James Wood. I mentioned before, Foster Griffin. The Nationals getting things going this season. They won today, a big game, scoring 10 runs, another big run outing for the Nationals that they prove time in and time out they're one of the best offenses in the NL, and not just the NL, baseball, which is crazy to say considering where this team was last year. I think at this point we can kind of consider this team a late possible playoff team. I feel like we're at this point where we'd be kind of disappointed a little bit if they don't make the playoffs or at least get into some kind of postseason contention. So something to look at. But the Nationals, C.J. Abrams breaking that record. Great job for him, and a great season for him as well, as the Nationals continue to keep their winning ways and proving the doubters wrong about what this team can actually do. All right, on to the pitch. DC United getting a massive, massive win. It's been a while since they got one of those, a win. They've gotten draws, they've gotten losses, but they have not gotten a win against Toronto at home last night in Audi Field. And a thriller, too, a Ty Baribo scoring a penalty kick goal with 99 minutes left on the clock, 99 minutes on the clock when the ref allowed just 98. So the last possible minute scoring the goal to win the game. And after Baribo spoke about just exactly scoring that goal, the win, and the team's second half effort in a tight game against Toronto, and a big moment for him.
Yeah, I was ready. I mean, I was ready because, first of all, I always believe until the last second that we can win, that I can score. And, I was ready to take the penalty because if you miss, so you miss. I mean, it's happened. Everybody miss. Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi, much bigger players than me missed the penalty. But I'm seeing in the other side, you have the chance to win the game, and it's a privilege for me that I have the chance to win the game, and I'm happy that I did it, and everybody did it. We were waiting for the win because we gave up on a couple of games that we conceded a goal in the last second, in the last minute, and we tied a lot this season, and we were ready to win, especially in our field. We started the game good. First half was good. Second half, I don't know, we started again 10 minutes good, but then we went back. I don't know for what reason. But again, it's at the end, it's about the fight and it's about the character. We concede a goal, but we create more chances after that, and we won. So I mean, it's good mentally.
Good mentally, like you said, and this was an important part of the season. This is why I say it was an important win. It's still the first few games after the massive MLS All Star, not the MLS All Star break, massive MLS mid-season break, with the World Cup being played here in the States. So a lot of teams had some guys on the World Cup having that massive break, and it's just a reset for the team. It's a reset for the players, and a reset for the coaches too, trying to get a lot of their schemes going, and especially the DC United team. There's been so much topsy-turvy turnover with this team. You see Renee Weiler on your screen right now, newest manager for the team, and they're not out of it, but they kind of not in the best position possible. But what else is new with United? But this season does feel like a step in the right direction for the team. They're not relying on one guy scoring all the goals like they have in years past. They're not relying on luck, to be honest with you, and they're competitive. You see the excitement, you see the guys running on the field. There's a sense of pride, like newfound pride with the DC United team. You can see that in the way they play, and it's turning into wins. And I think if they can keep this going, I think they can make the playoffs. I'm not going to say they're going to make a run in the playoffs. I'm going to be honest with you guys, but making the playoffs, I think, would be a massive step in the right direction for this team. Excuse me, for this team, for United, and I'm sure United fans would, of course, love that as well. But coming up on Game Night, we're going to check in with Alex and Jake as they are counting down the days until we hit training camp, Commanders training camp. We're so excited to give you guys contact from that, and Jake and Alex are going to explain just kind of what goes into it a little bit and how excited they are for all the activities that's coming up. Welcome into Game Night. I'm Tiger Munn, and we're going to check in with Jake and Alex as they talk about the beginning of training camp and all the excitement as the Commanders start their season finally.
That first month of this season is a gauntlet. I believe that's what Danny Rouillet said today on our show. You have at Philly, at Dallas, defending Super Bowl champions Seattle at home for your home opener, and then you have to go to London to play a Colts team that's no slouch.
Especially at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Typically are better at the beginning of the year than at the end of the year.
So your time to get ready for that is training camp. Sonny Styles has never played an NFL game before, but he's going to have to be ready week one. Every single person up and down this roster, every coach is going to have to be ready, because if they come in and the season doesn't start well and they're 0-4 or they're 1-3, which is certainly possible with that tough schedule.
It is.
But, all of it starts now. This coming week is going to all build toward that.
And maybe I got to get in the locker room and be like, this is what this is why we do this. This is why we do this. Yeah, I agree with you, though. And maybe in past years, or last year, I feel like every last couple of seasons they've opened with the Giants, and the Giants have been kind of the team that they can just kind of walk all over. Mm-hmm. And we saw it last year. They got off to a strong start. Everything was looking great. No hangover from making the NFC Championship game. Everything looked solid. Peaches and rainbows, whatever you want to call it. And then things kind of took a turn with the injuries, and we talked about that. But this year, you got to be ready. You got to be playing your best ball. You got to be able to come out and immediately go down the field and score points more than just field goals. You got to go down there, score touchdowns. And I think if they're not ready, this could get ugly. But I want people to remember it is a 17-game season. And while we want to start strong, if it doesn't happen, give it time. We know what the second half of the season and that schedule looks like. It definitely, it's more breathable than the first half. So if they are 1-3, if it's not 1-3 in a way where they're getting blown out embarrassingly and it's like competitive games, but they're just coming up short.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Philly and Dallas on the road, not easy games.
Yeah.
The Seahawks, which I don't know their schedule, but might be their first road game of the season. That's going to be a tough game. You're on the road home in London for game 4. And then it really picks up after that because you still got teams like the Bengals, teams like the Niners on the first half of that schedule. I believe they play the Giants on the first half of the schedule, which we're assuming are going to be a better team this year.
Yeah,
I'm just
when
saying,
you play John Harbaugh, it's not easy.
yes. I just feel like take it with a grain of salt. But I 100% agree with you when you say that this team needs to go right away. And we heard it, and we keep mentioning some of the stuff we talked about on game night tonight. But Danny Rouillet talking about how he doesn't want to see the veteran days off very early on in training camp. He wants to see people, and I also want to see that, reciprocate that. I want to see people getting after it. I want to see people go. Positive and successful franchises do that. I was with the Pittsburgh Steelers in 2019 interning for them. It was the same way. They would have practices where it was like TJ Watt against your best lineman, and we're going all in. We're going all in. There's no rules. Get up and get dirty the second those pads got on. And that's exactly what I want to see with this Commanders team, is it needs to get physical. It needs to get ugly. If we're pushing, shoving, we're getting in each other's faces, as long as it's just smack talking, whatever, it's all good because you need to be ready for that in week 1.
And I agree with you because I'll say this. Last year, you remember this too. Every day we were at camp for several weeks, maybe the whole camp, it was, where's Terry? Is Terry going to be here? Is Terry going to sign? We're going to stand here and wait to talk to Terry for an hour. Jaden is throwing to this person and that person, and what's going to happen with Terry? And it was Terry. And thank God, this year is not going to be that. And they're going to actually be able to focus on football. We always talked about for years it was the distraction. Dan Snyder did this. Dan Snyder did that. This scandal's going on. This is going on. It was, and whether the players let it in or not, it was distracting the team from what they were trying to do, because whatever Ron Rivera was trying to do, whatever Bruce Allen or whoever was running the front office,
That's a name.
Above them, right?
Yep.
They're Jason Wright. It's like they were dealing with the ridiculousness coming from Dan Snyder. Josh Harris came in. He's like, we're not going to have that happen. Look what happened year 1. They go to the NFC Championship with Jaden Daniels, Dan Quinn. Last year, and I'm not comparing the whole thing with Terry to Dan Snyder because Dan Snyder is not a great person and did a lot of bad things, and Terry was just going through a contract dispute trying to get his money that was well-earned. But when you have a distraction at the time when you're supposed to be super focused, installing all your offense, defense, and learning everything and being ready to go for week 1, and you can't even have your star receiver out there, that was a huge thing that held them back last year. So I personally am very excited to see year 3 Jaden, but really year 2 of him and Terry. How are they looking together? How is Jaden looking with Antonio Williams and Chiga Okonkwo? What other receivers are stepping up? Who is going to start at center? How's this running back rotation going to shake out? On the defensive side of the ball, who's going to step up in the secondary? How's Sonny Styles going to look? Javon Kinlaw talked up this defense, the front. How are they going to look in training camp? And how is Durante Jones going to make this whole thing look? Who's going to be the kicker? What's it? Drew Stevens and Jake Moody, right? So we're going to be actually talking about that stuff. Thank God.
Oh, Alex seems fired up about the Commanders season, and why wouldn't it be going to be exciting for Commanders and their fans and for all of us covering as well? All right, coming up on game night, we got a U.S. men's soccer player, Tyler Adams, talking to Derek, coming up on game night. Welcome into Game Night. I'm Tiger Munn, and we are going with our sports director, Derek Forrest. Spoke to Tyler Adams of the U.S. men's soccer team about the World Cup and U.S. soccer growing in the U.S.
This is a partnership that we started about 3 years ago now, in the lead up to the World Cup, opening 3 mini pitches before the World Cup. So we did Philly, we did Detroit, and then today we opened up in South Fulton in Atlanta. But it's been amazing working with them. I think that to work with partners that kind of share that same ambition as you of wanting to grow the sport, give back to underserved communities is rare. And I've definitely found that in Allstate and U.S. Soccer Foundation. So I'm thankful to be here today. It was fun watching those kids have a smile on their face here in Atlanta. Seeing that they have a new resource to be able to go out and play whenever they want is really, really special.
I feel like we say this every time the World Cup is being played every 4 years, right? That there's bigger, larger interest in the sport. How
Mhm.
much do you think that effect will happen this time, especially with the fact that it was hosted in North America and all that stuff? How much will that help?
Yeah, I think people asked me that after we played in Qatar in 2022, and I just said I don't necessarily feel the support because we weren't around it. We were so far removed in a completely different country. The support we had at the games was good, but it wasn't great. Whereas now going to these games and walking around towns and even after kind of all the dust has settled, still getting recognized and people supporting you and saying, "Wow, what a World Cup!" All these things now I feel the energy and the support. And I think that it's going to last. I want it to last. I hope that US soccer capitalizes on this support, this growing support it feels like of having young kids, younger fans really want to support the game. Um, because it feels different. It just feels different. Doing it on home soil, looking into the stands, seeing your jerseys around, everyone, rocking the red and white stripes or the blue stars that we had jerseys was so, so special. Singing after the games together, singing the national anthems. Like there was just more substance to it. Yeah, and I hope it sticks.
How much, what do you think it will take for it to truly latch on? I mean, the US is so hard because we have the four major sports, quote unquote, et cetera, right? So
Mhm.
there's so many
Mhm.
options for kids. So what needs to be done at that youth level to get to where you're at?
Yeah, I think it's just giving more kids more opportunities. And, everyone wants it to happen overnight and thinks there's one thing that's gonna, switch the way that the game kind of grows. But the truth is, I've played in Europe now for the past 8 years, and that's the religion. Like growing up playing soccer, that's what you do. And if you don't make it, then you find something else to do. Whereas in the U.S., there's so much room for opportunity. So many kids can, mix and mingle and try different sports at different ages, and whatever they like, they follow. So it's just giving these kids more opportunities. And I don't know the exact answer for that, but doing things kind of like we're doing and putting mini pitches in places and whatever, like that's just this trying to fill the small pockets of the huge country that we live in to get more young kids playing the game. So it feels like every young kid at one point or another in their life played soccer, but sometimes they give it up, sometimes they end up playing a different sport, whatever it may be. Now it's a matter, like you just said, trying to get everyone to latch on and stay with it.
I want to ask you a little bit about the World Cup. Obviously, Spain, they win for the second time in the
Mhm.
country's history. They were so dominant during the World Cup. They end up beating Messi in Argentina. What'd you see out of Spain during this tournament?
Oh, they were incredible. I mean, that's one of the best teams to ever win a World Cup for sure in terms of the goals they scored, the amount of goals they conceded. I think they've only conceded one goal or something throughout the tournament, which is absolutely ridiculous. One of my close friends that I played with, Donny Olmo, played a huge part in their success. So I was happy to see him win. But they were just fun to watch, and I think that's cool for a spectator to see a team that plays such quality football win at the end of the day because it just goes to show that you can win playing really, really good football.
I know it was a tough out for you guys losing to Belgium there at the end. But what did you take away from the tournament and what did you take away from that match just overall?
Yeah, I mean that one stung a lot. I think to go out the way that we did was unprecedented. I think there was probably things that we could have managed differently and done better. But that's the sport that we play. You got to win together, you got to lose together, and that's the camaraderie of our team. So, um, you know, that being said, maybe on a different day we come out victorious and we continue our journey. But after it's all settled, I think that there's so many amazing moments that will last a lifetime that I created this summer, just for me personally and in my career. And I'm just thankful for the opportunity from the coaching staff, thankful for my teammates believing in me, and vice versa. So it was an amazing opportunity.
I got one more for you. I'm here in DC. Infantino came out during the draw and said every game was going to be a Super Bowl. What was your favorite
Mhm.
moment from the World Cup?
Probably after the game against Australia that we won. We won 2-0. The celebrations of that game. I think everyone walking around singing Country Roads after the game, like that was just a really special moment. And I think that was also a moment where fans were like, this team is relatable. Like we're singing Country Roads out here after a soccer game. Like this is something I can get up for. And yeah, it felt amazing in that moment. That's for sure.
All right, that was Derek with Tyler Adams of Team USA. Coming up on game night, I'm going to finish off the show talking about the best sports season and what I think it is. That's coming up next on game night. Welcome into game night. I'm Tiger Munn, and we're finishing off the show talking about the best sports season, or at least what I think is this best sports season. Personally, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be real quick with this one. It's just got to be the fall, right? You know what I mean? It just has to be the fall. I don't think any other time period or any other, honestly, season has more going on than fall. I think the next one would probably be spring, just because it's the start of the MLB season and NBA basketball playoffs, and then, of course, the Stanley Cup playoffs as well. And then you got to get the end of the NFL playoffs, but I definitely got to go with the fall. That's just my personal opinion. That's what I feel, and I'm just saying that, too, because we're getting closer and closer to fall. And it's sweater weather in fall, and that's my favorite type of weather. But that's all for game night today from Tiger Munn, me, everyone in production, Jake and Alex, and the whole staff and crew here at DC News Now. Have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow.